It was Oliver Stone. Yeah, I wasn't even given the call that it was Wall Street. It was Oliver Stone's making a movie. Would you like to be involved? Then I went to go meet with Oliver, but I was never told it was Wall Street. I was just told, Oliver wants to meet you. And I was like, what? So I went to go meet with him, and he explained it to me. And I would have done anything to work on any movie. Jake is a guy who came from nothing, scraps, in Long Island. Father who's non-existent, mother who's as obsessed with greed as Gecko was, just in a very different way. She's a real estate agent in the middle of subprime mortgage meltdown. Jake went to Fordham. He was an incredible mind in terms of the economy, finance, business. Frank Langella's character, Zabel, sends Jake's character, my character, Jake, to Fordham on his own dime, kind of nurtures this kid who's been sort of caddying for him at this golf course in Long Island. And he's taken a liking to this kid. This kid never really had any male influences in his life and is taken to this old man. Jake comes out of Fordham. He's hired right out of business school. He's put into Keller Zabel as a proprietary trader, starts trading his own account at Keller Zabel, works his way up through the ladder and becomes this guy's right-hand man at a fairly young age. He's working at this hedge fund, securities house, and he's a proprietary trader. He falls in love with this girl that he meets at a sort of like a move-on benefit, something that George Soros would fund, which is sort of like this leftist liberal website. And he meets her there and falls in love. He's courting this woman in the middle of all this tumultuous situation he's living in, financially, business-wise. Falls in love with this woman, finds out that this woman, Winnie, is Gordon Gekko's daughter. Gordon is away in jail. He's sort of like a Dr. Doom, Nouriel Roubini type. He's on the warpath. He can't trade any longer. He's not licensed to trade. So he writes this book, Is Greed Good? He starts promoting it at schools. Happens to speak at Fordham, my alma mater. I go and see him there against Winnie's wishes. Start forming a relationship with him after the loss of my male influence in Zabel, and sort of rectify the pain that she's dealing with, and sort of to find an influence in the middle of all this disaster, because I have nobody to look up to anymore. And I know he has a great mind. He's just not allowed in the game. He starts walking me through the game, through his expertise. I'm hiding it from Winnie. Winnie knows nothing about it. I'm trying, and the trade-off is basically he helps me sift through this mud that I'm in terms of my work, and I help him rekindle a relationship with his daughter. This is the first time I ever made a movie that feels that way, where, I'm usually running from aliens, or, tagging along with Indiana Jones or things like that. It's been like the last 5 years of my life, and then to get involved with something like this where it's a very tangible problem, and a solution is not easily explainable, and you're making a movie based on a problem that a lot of people can't describe, let alone find a solution for, and it feels very important. His lifestyle, he still lives that sexy life. He's still a smooth character. If there's one way I can describe Douglas, he is just super, super smooth, man. Oliver was harder on me than Michael was. Oliver was way hard on me in the beginning. Really hard on me in the beginning. Oliver's a historian. Oliver's like a scholar, like a rogue scholar. He's a genius. And I've never met a man with the type of knowledge. I've never met anybody in my life who knows everything about everything.